All right, so when it comes to numbers 3 and 4, and we'll probably also look at number 5 too in this video, but numbers 3 and 4, they want you to find the first 4 terms. And the big part about this is they give you what the first term is in both of the sequences. So the great thing about this test is going to be multiple choice. So it's all multiple choice. So when it comes to that, you should be able to figure out and eliminate questions that don't have the A1 equaling those numbers they give you. So with that, make sure that you check and you realize that if it says A1 is, for example, 3 here, when it comes to the sequence that they give you, 3 should be the first number in the sequence. Or like for number 4, 5 should be the first number in that sequence. So make sure you look at that. That should be something that nobody should get wrong, because you should at least be able to figure out the first number. All right, so let's go and take a look at these. Number 3, they gave you A1 equals 3, and we say AN equals AN minus 1 minus 4. Whew, that's a lot of light right there. Let's bring you down some. Let's see, maybe that help. All right, so with that, we know we already have the first term, and they say they want the first 4. So that means we need to find A2, A3, A4. So we need to find A2. So if we need to find A2, that means N is equal to what number? It's equal to 2. So it means N is equal to 2. So if N is equal to 2, that means when we come here for this next part, that would be 2 minus 1 minus 4. All right, and then here, 2 minus 1 is equal to what? It's equal to 1, right? Okay, so what does A1 equal? That right there. So A1 equals equals 3. So when we write this, instead of writing A1, we write 3. And that gives us -1 when we actually subtract it. So that's A2. All right, so let's go to A3. Do the same thing. And then here we have A2, because 3 minus 1 is 2, minus 4. All right, then A2 is what? -1. So -1 minus 4 is -5. Okay, and then we just keep going on one last time. They want the first 4. So that means we're doing A4 minus 1 here, minus 4. That means that's A3 minus 4. And A3 is the last one we just found. So we do -5 minus 4 equals -9. And so hopefully what you're noticing is we're taking the one before that and subtracting 4 from it. So each one of these, we took the number before and subtracted 4 from that. Number before, subtracted 4 from that. Took the number before and subtracted 4 from it. And that's all they wanted. That's the first 3. The first 4, sorry. So 3, -1, -5, and -9. Bam. All right, and then number 4 works very similar to that. But number 4 is something a little bit different. Just a tad bit different. All right, but we're going to follow the same process again. So here, they added a 2 right there in front of the AN minus 1 instead of just AN minus 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this like a parenthesis thing here. And we're going to find this, like normal. Whatever that answer is, we multiply by 2 and then add 5. So here, let's start with A2. So here we do 2. And since N is equal to 2 here, we do A2 minus 1 plus 5. All right, so here we know that's 2 times A1 plus 5. And then A1 is 5. So that means we're going to do 2 times 5 plus 5. And so here that's 10 plus 5, which is 15. If you need to see that, that's 10 plus 5, which is 15. And that's A2. That's all you need to do. Figure out what this part here is, multiply it by 2, and then add 5. So let's do A3. And so this one, sorry, that gives me 2 times A2 plus 5. And we say A2 was 15. So A2 is 15. So here, when we do that, we put 15 in for A2. And so that's 30 plus 5, so that's 35. Again, this is 30, that's 5, so 35. Alright, then A4 is the last one. So 2, we have A4 minus 1 is 5, so that's 2A3 plus 5, A sub 3, sorry. And then here, A3 was 35, so 2 times 35 plus 5. That's 70 plus 5, so that's 75. And that's all they wanted. So that's all 4 of them. I believe so. I believe I did that right. Yep, I did that right, yeah. Maybe. I don't know, maybe. Alright, so yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all we're looking for. Alright, so that is it.